Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayana Namaskrityam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Ramchaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayatmati
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Ashtaprayasu Avadresu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Tyam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttam Shloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiki
Bhaktin Bhavati Nastiki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, text number 2. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Answers by Setting the Lord's Version. So, this is the answers provided by Sukadeva Goswami to Parishit Maharaj questions. So, please repeat the sloka behind me. Bahu-rūpa ivābhāti
bahu-rūpa
ivābhāti
māyayā bahu-rūpayā
māyayā
bahu-rūpayā
ramamāṇo guṇeṣu asyā
ramamāṇo guṇeṣu asyā
mamāham iti manyate.
mamāham iti manyate.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Bahu-rūpaḥ,
bahu-rūpaḥ,
multiforms.
multiforms.
Ivā, as it were.
As it were.
ābhāti,
ābhāti,
manifested.
māyayā
māyayā,
by
the influence of the exterior energy.
by the influence of the
exterior energy.
Bahu-rūpayā,
bahu-rūpayā
in multifarious forms.
is in multifarious forms.
ramamāṇaḥ,
ramamāṇaḥ,
enjoying as it were.
enjoying as it were.
guṇeṣu,
guṇeṣu,
in the modes of different qualities.
in the modes of different qualities.
asyāḥ,
asyāḥ,
of the external energy.
of the external energy.
mama,
mine,
aham,
aham, I,
iti, thus. manyate, things. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Sabhay Charanavadesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Translation, please repeat behind me. The illusion living entity appears in so many forms, offered by the external energy of the Lord. While enjoying in the modes of material nature, the encaged living entity misconceives, thinking in terms of I and mine. Purport. The different forms of the living entities are different dresses offered by the illusory energy of the Lord. According to the modes of nature, the living being desires to enjoy. The external and material energy is represented by her three modes, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance. So even in the material nature, there is a chance of an independent choice by the living entity, and according to his choice, the material energy offers him different varieties of material bodies. There are 9 lakh varieties of material bodies in the water, 20 lakh varieties bodies, visible bodies, 11 lakhs worms and reptiles, 10 lakhs forms of birds, 30 lakhs different bodies of beasts, and 4 lakhs human beings. Altogether, there are 84 lakhs varieties of bodies in different planets of the universe. And the living entity is traveling by so many transmigrations according to different modes of enjoying spirit within himself. Even in one particular body, the living entity changes from childhood to boyhood, from boyhood to youth, from youth to old age, and from old age to another body created by his own action. The living entity creates his own body by his personal desires, and the external energy of the Lord supplied him the exact form by which he can enjoy his desire to the fullest extent. The tiger wanted to enjoy the blood of another animal, and therefore, by the grace of the Lord, the material body supplied him the body of the tiger with facilities for enjoying blood from another animals. Similarly, a living entity desiring to get the body of a demigod in a higher planet can also get it by the grace of the Lord. And if he is intelligent enough, he can desire to get a spiritual body to enjoy the company of the Lord, and he will get it. So, the minute freedom of the living entity can be fully utilized, and the Lord is so kind that he will award the living entity the same type of body he desires. The living entity's desiring is like dreaming of a golden mountain. A person knows what a mountain is, and he knows and what gold is. Out of his desire only, he dreams of a golden mountain, and when the dream is over, he sees something else in his presence. He finds in his awkward state, and there is neither gold nor a mountain, and what to speak of a golden mountain. The different positions of the living entities in the material world under multifarious manifestations of bodies are due to the misconception of mine and I. The karmi thinks of this word as mine, and the jnani thinks I am everything. The whole material conception of politics, sociology, philanthropy, altruism, etc., conceived by the conditioned souls, is on the basis of this misconceived I and mine, which are products of a strong desire to enjoy material life. Identification with the body and the place where the body is obtained under different conceptions of socialism, nationalism, family affection, and so on and so forth is all due to forgetfulness of the real nature of the living entity. And the whole misconception of the bewildered living entity can be removed by the association of the Sukadeva Goswami and Maharaja Parikshit, as all this is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Anjana Timrandasya Jnananjana Shalake Chakshurunmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pashasha Deshatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So today's sloka, Sukadeva Goswami is explaining about the external energy of the Lord and the misconception of the living entities who are thinking that I and mine. So for all this, what is the basis? One is the living entity has the minute independent, and the living entity is controlled by the external energy of the Lord. At the same time, even though the living entity having the minute independence, and the external energy is controlling those living entities. Because of that, they are getting the various bodies in this material world. In Padma Purana, there is a sloka, it is mentioning that how many living entities are there. So that is what Prabhupada explained in the purport. Jalani Nava Lakshani. That means in the water, there are 9 lakhs living entities are there. Living species are there. Different living species are there in the water body. And Stavara Laksha Vimshati. That means in the vegetables and the plants and trees, there are 20 lakhs of species are there. and karmayo rudra sangyakaha. That means there are 11 lakh species, insect and reptiles are there, 11 lakhs. And pakshinam dasa lakshanam. So there are 10 lakh species in the birds. And trimsol lakshani pashavaha. And there are 30 lakhs varieties in the animals and the varieties in the animals and beasts. And chatur lakshani manushaha. There are 4 lakhs of human species. So this is the sloka. It is divided. This 84 lakhs. Whatever we are speaking, 84 lakhs of species is. It is clearly divided with different varieties. It is living entities who are in the aquatics and the trees and plants and beasts and reptiles and human being. Like that, it is divided. So this is the way the living entities are getting divided. So all these 84 lakhs of species, whatever the species are there, everything they are all having the soul. So all the living entities, even though they are getting a different body, the soul is same for all the living entity. It is such chit ananda. And all these 84 lakhs of species, varieties of species, soul is chit ananda, and all of them are eternal. All the souls are eternal. So we cannot say that, hey, this is a mosquito, it is living very, very less, and the virus, it is very less time. We cannot say like that. Because even though they are living very less, they are living their fullest life, and they are also having the soul. That soul is made up of Satchit Ananda Vigraha. So the soul is same, but according to our desire to lord it over this material world, we are getting the different bodies. And by the influence of the external energy of the Lord, which is having the 3 modes of material nature. So the material energy has the 3 modes, that is goodness, passion, and ignorance. So it is Lord allow us to free to choose any of this. There is no restriction. Whatever you want, you can choose based on whatever our understanding, our intelligence is working according to us. According to that, we can choose. You can free to choose any of these modes, and we can get the body accordingly from this 84 lakhs of species. But the same thing, whatever this sloka, it is mentioned by Sukadeva Goswami, same thing explained by Krishna also in Bhagavad Gita. So in the Bhagavad Gita, 3 point, similar sloka is in Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, 27th sloka. Prakritiye kriyamanani gunakarmani sarvasaha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. So here Krishna is explaining that the spirit soul bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinking himself the doer of activities that are actually carried out by the 3 modes of material nature. So here we can confirm that Sukadeva Goswami is aligned with whatever Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So he's not, Sukadeva Goswami is thinking, he is telling of his own, and he is referring all the other Puranas also. So all the other scriptures, then he was telling the scripture, he is also speaking in the whatever scriptures are saying. So in this sloka 3.27, Krishna is saying that because of the spirit soul, we are all the spirit souls. This is whatever the body we got according to our desire, and because of our influence of the false ego, we are thinking that we are the doers. We are doing, I am doing this. I am only able to do, that person able to do. Like that we are thinking. But who is actually carrying out this activity? That is done by the 3 modes of material nature. So in the Bhagavad Gita book, we can see the 3 modes, how it is. If you see how the puppet show will happen, the puppets are tied with a rope, and behind the curtain, some person will handle the puppet, and they will speak and they will shout. But in the front, people who are seeing that puppet, they are seeing that puppets are speaking and puppets are playing, puppets are singing, puppets are fighting. that we are thinking like the puppets are doing. But who is doing actually? The person behind the screen activating that. The similar way, the external energy of the rod, which comprises of three modes of material nature, that is handling us. Sometimes it putting us in the mode of goodness, sometimes mode of ignorance, sometimes mode of passion, like that. Every day, in the day-to-day activities, we are affected by these three modes of material nature and we are acting accordingly. But so it is not our original quality, because our original quality is Sat Chit Ananda. So because Sat Chit Ananda means Sat means it is eternal, Chit means knowledge, Ananda means blissful, happiness. Bliss is the Ananda. So this is the quality of the sloga of our soul. But how this soul, we are saying that our soul is fully Ananda. It is always, it is eternal. Eternally it is knowledgeable and Ananda. But how it is, we are thinking that we don't have the basic knowledge. So many people are there in the material world, they don't have the basic knowledge also. So when the living entity enter this material world, the knowledge is covered by these three modes of nature. And because the living entity is not wanted to enjoy this material world, is not yet self-realized. So that is the reason Lord is allowing the living entity going through this multiple birth and deaths, and throughout this 84 lakhs of species according to the guna, and it will get the body, and it will enjoy this material mode of nature, and it is all the other, apart from this 4 lakh species of human being, remaining 80 lakhs of species, it is coming through the step-by-step process. It is kind of an evolution process. So like from the one cell amoeba, like that, it will start, and it will gradually it will come to the next level, next level, next level, next level. Finally, after 80 lakhs of species, it will come to the form of human form. And it is not necessary, it is one. It is based on the desire of that living entity. It will get the bodies multiple times. The human body also, it is not necessary once they entered the cross the 80 lakhs of species, and they will come to the human form of life. And again, they will evaluate, they will elevate from the human form into the next level. It's not like that. Even there is a high chances are there from the human form of life also to fall into the animalistic or as a tree form of life also they can get. So there is no guarantee that the person who is coming to the platform of a human being in the 4 lakhs of species, they will remain in the 4 lakhs of species or they will go beyond. It is not compulsory. They can fall down also at any point of time. So that is the reason Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavad Gita 2.40. In Bhagavad Gita 2.40, Krishna is saying that Neha Vikramana Sosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpam abhiyasya dharmasya trayate magato bhayat. So Krishna is saying that in this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. So in this sloka, Krishna is saying that the person who is taking the little bhakti in this material, in this life, whatever the life, little advancement in bhakti, that will save him from the great danger. So what is the great danger? To fall into the 80 lakhs of species. That is a great danger, because again, he need to come through the evolution process, then only he will come to the platform of human being. So there is a high chance to fall also. Because we are seeing around us, there are so many people are currently in the form of 2 legs animals only. There is the form of human being, but if you see the Sunday, they wanted to taste the blood of the other animals. There will be a huge queue in front of the mutton stall and chicken stall. There is a huge queue. They very politely they will stand. They look like they are educated. Their people are there. There are so much of educated, and some shops it's very hygienic. They will put the gloves and they will put the advertisement also. Now you can get the live chicken over here. So live chicken. So this with life they will take the chicken. So this is the way people are addicted to taste the blood. If the people are addicted to taste the blood and flesh of the other animal, if they are, then they have to take a birth in the animal form of life, the next life. Because they want to enjoy that. So Lord will give because human form of the body is not to enjoy all those things. Human form of the body is for the self-realization. Even after coming to the human form of the life, if you are still addicted and affected by this, attracted by this external energy, and you are getting into the path of tasting the flesh and blood, then you have to fall down to the animal form of life. Then gradually, again, you need to come to the platform of human being. So this is the birth and death cycle. Even in the form of any living entity, even during the living time, in the living entity, first it is born, it is taking birth, it is look like a child, infant, child, and baby, and it is a youth, and become old age, and they are getting death. So the transmigration happening even while we are living. Whatever the body we had yesterday, today we are not having that body. Even every cells also it is changing. That's what science also saying. It is science also saying. So we cannot compare our childhood photo and youth photo and current photo. If you see, you can see the difference. So we are, even though we are living in the same, we are saying that we are thinking that we are living the same body, but we are not living in the same body. The body also changing even in this lifetime itself. Since we are there in this within this body, so we are not able to feel the differences. But if you closely using your intelligence, if you watch, then you can understand that from childhood to youth, we are transmigrated already. So then again we are getting into the path of old age. This cannot be stopped. And whatever you do, this cannot be stopped. It will automatically, even whenever that one day is passing, again we are getting into the one step ahead of we are getting the next body and one step ahead in the near to the death. Like that it is going. So that is the reason I and mine. So here in this specific today's sloka, it is specifically it is saying that why it is living entities are affected by this thinking, because they wanted to enjoy this material nature. That is the reason they are getting that. They're thinking that this I am doing, I am the doer, and these things are mine. So that's the understanding. So if you closely, if you think, if you sit and calmly, if you think, you can understand then what is belong to you in this material world. If you list down what is belongs to me, okay, this my house, my car, my wife, my children, my husband, my daughter, my son, my this, my. We'll say everything is my. But how long we can take it with us? Although all of them are come along with us, we don't know. Because until our death or until others' death, we don't know which is going to come in front the first. So these are all not ours. So at the time of leaving this body, we need to leave all these relatives here only. They will remain here only. We have to leave this body. And whatever the non-living things, house, car, this and that also like that only. We have to leave it like that only. So if you scrutinizing everything, what belongs to you, like that, if you see, nothing belongs to us. Even our own body, we are, after understanding the scriptures, we are the spirit souls, and this body is awarded to us to enjoy this material world. Once this body is useless, this will also get destroyed. So our own body also is not permanent. So then what to speak of other things in this material world? So that is the deepest meaning in that deepest realization is the realization. So if you have that realization, we won't addicted to any of these material things or any of these other attracted by the lust won't be there in this material world. So that is the reason for that self-realization. We are studying this Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. And I am doing. So it is said that without the help of the Lord and his other, because in our body there are thousands of demigods are living. That is scriptures are saying demigods are living in our body. So because of them, all the activities are happening. Even you cannot shake your finger without the sanction of the Supreme Lord and also the demigod's help. We cannot even shake our fingers. But what we are thinking that I am the doer, I am doing that. but we are not doing the inside. Is the demigods, they are doing it. So there are like that in the inside of the body, there are multiple demigods are there to take care of our activities. So this is the way even our body also controlled by demigods, and they are taking care of us. The only thing is we have the little independence to use this body. And sometimes even we are, suppose if you see the paralyzed person, his hands and legs he cannot move. It will be very become very they will be by seeing them they're kind of stubborn. They cannot, even if they wanted to take out the hand also, they cannot take. And if you try to pull their hand also, you cannot also pull. It will be stuck like that only. So that means that person also unable to take out the hand, the other person also unable to pull the hand. It is stuck there only. That means it is not in our control. Even our body parts also not in our control. So someone is controlling that. So the intelligent person will think that, okay, I am not the controller of even my body also. So how can I control other things? So I am not the controller. So that realization will come. When that realization will come, then we will in the search of who is the controller, who is taking care of the things, what is the behind the screen. The puppet show behind the screen, the person who is holding the ropes and who is giving the sound. When you go and see the behind the screen, then only you can understand, oh, this person is making these noises and he's pulling these ropes. That's the reason the puppet is acting. So that is the way. If you go to study this Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, we can see what is behind the screen. Then see this child, they will think that, oh, puppet, they will enjoy the puppet show. They won't think beyond that. Okay, so they cannot understand behind the screen, somebody is there. But the intelligent one, they can go and see behind the scene who is there. Okay, they are taking care of these activities. This is the way we can, in this material life, everybody are like an innocent child. They want to enjoy each and everything. But very few intelligent person, they will use their intelligence and to go and see what is behind the screen through the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Then they realize that is someone else is controlling us. And whatever we are doing in this material world, it is kind of foolishness without keeping the Lord is center. Whatever we are doing for our sense enjoyment, everything is for foolishness. And understanding our position, then the person start work on the service of the Supreme Lord. So that is the way we can save ourselves from this material world. So the today's sloka, Sukadeva Goswami, he talked about two things. What is that? So the living entities, so the material, the form, whatever form we are seeing in the outside world, it is the external energy of the Lord. And they are getting the body according to the modes of material nature. And the living entity encaged in this material world and taking again and again birth because of they are thinking I and mine. So this, because of this, they are thinking in that way. So this is what explained by Sukadeva Goswami in the today's sloka. And the last line, Prabhupada is explaining that how to come out. So the whole misconception of bewildered living entity can be removed by the association of Sukadeva Goswami and Maharaja Parikshit. And all this explained in this Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam, that is the, if you see, you cannot see the coronavirus. If you see if you use the microscope, you can see the coronavirus also. So this, if you wanted to see what is behind the scene, then we can see, if you read the Srimad Bhagavatam, and as like Parikshit Maharaj, if you hear from the right sources like Sukadeva Goswami, then definitely we can understand realize ourselves, and we can remove all this material association. We can understand our original position and we can try for that. The realization will come from after that. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki